Spring is right around the corner and we're seeing warm temperatures, lots of snow melt and rain, which means road salt pollution is an issue. All of that leftover salt that's on the side of the roads after the plows have rolled through and dropped the salt, washing it off the roads once the rain comes. A lot of that is going into the gutters, into the groundwater, and even infecting vegetation and the environment. And it's become a big problem just in recent years because of the amount of salt they've been putting down. The U.S. highway system has bought the highest amount of salt in just the past 30 years. Notice the spike at the end of the graph. So a lot more salt is being put down on the roadways, and it's becoming an issue. So the Adirondack Road Salt Reduction Task Force assessment and recommendations was put in place in 2020 by the DEC and the DOT of New York State. And in 2023 is when they came out with the report, so really just a couple years ago. And what the report found is that when warmer temperatures arrived, all the snow and ice melted, we started to see some impacts. The first one being that the chloride from the rock salt is seeping into the groundwater and into people's well water. It can actually affect your water at home, making it saltier and even bringing other pollutants into it from the groundwater. The second is that it's toxic to fish, amphibians, including frogs and salamanders, and macroinvertebrates, which really just means bugs. Only around half a teaspoon of salt per 5 gallons of water has impacts. The third is that it can damage and kill plants from salt spray with cars and trucks driving down the road, and it even corrodes metal and concrete, which means city infrastructure as well can fall apart over time with the excessive amount of salt use. Here's what you can do. Use a liquid de-icer and brine, which has less salt in it. Shovel your driveway frequently so that you don't have to use as much salt, and use a salt sand mixture so there's less amounts. Plus, wash your car frequently to prevent any corrosion on it as well. Reporting on the weather deck, I'm meteorologist Violet Skyber.